This your boy Louisiana Chris, and you watching the Louisiana Chris Show. You heard me? And I want us to talk about the complaints and the criticism that Tyler Perry is getting about this new movie that doesn't involve Madea, but she's in the movie, but she's rarely in the movie, and it's all about Joe in the movie. And I want to talk about the black people that's bothered about this movie. And I've been seeing a lot of freaking comments about how I never have my kids watch this and the whole nine, and it's disgusting, it's offensive and shit like that. And here's my take and my response to it. In the opening scene of the movie, Tyler Perry literally telling you that it's gonna be a lot of cussing with Joe in it and all that, and Joe is the type of, and the movie is rated R. The disclaimer literally told y'all, if y'all don't like this movie, go to another family friendly type of movie, audience movie. Don't watch it. But knowing that this is Tyler Perry and stuff, the ones that y'all complain because y'all don't like the script, the movie, the writing of the movie, when he does these type of movies, when you don't like the script or the writing of it, when he writes, because Tyler Perry nowadays, when he writes a movie, it's quick as fuck. He writes fast as fuck. He just quickly puts it out there from what I heard from sources and shit, you heard me? But on some jokes and shit, I actually enjoy the movie. I actually fucks with the movie. You got Joe, other side of realness, teaching his grandson on the college road trip on what we had to do, what we had to fight for y'all to pay. Like, I mean, niggas had to pay for to sit down there. All of these technologies that y'all have, y'all sitting on the buses and all that, motherfuckers had to pay for that shit. And y'all don't know how good y'all had it with on Joe's side, where you trying to drop some gems and that scene where he was dropping some gems or some real shit, talking real shit to his grandson. And not only that, saying that how he proud of him and his son Brian, played by Tyler Perry also. To me, that felt like a real ass motherfucking scene, you know, on some real shit. And taking them to places that happen. Like one of my favorite types of scenes when he took them to Money, Mississippi, when Joe was looking at the river and all that, and he took that deep sigh. That's how I knew that. Damn, that was very touching, man. Because it's spoiler alerts, by the way, in case nobody has seen the fucking movie. But yeah, that was one of my favorite touching scenes right there, when Joe was looking at the lake and all that, and he was like, damn, or the river, wherever. Because down south where I'm from and all that, we got bayous and swamps and all that. But from the looks at it, that looked like a fucking river and all that. And he was like, damn. That was the river that in Money, Mississippi, where Emmett Till got killed. His body got dropped by the white folks because of a fucking bitch ass white woman lied on Emmett Till. But R.I.P. to Emmett Till. And then you got the other side of Joe, where he's stereotypical. He's a nigga, you know, that he accept on that side. But the other side, he speaks some real shit as a black man. You got Joe's black man side, where he's speaking real shit. And you got Joe's nigga side, where he's ignorant and he don't give a fuck and a crash out. a crash old man, you know. And you can understand his generation where he was brought up. Like the stereotypical former pimp shit and all that. Oh nah. There's a lot of that was and him taking his grandson to the whole house and all that, man. This was man. This has got to be yet Tyler Perry's best movie that he put out. The only issue I had was I didn't really like the ending. The ending just felt you could tell that it was fucking rushed in a motherfucker. From the beginning to the middle, that was like the only best part. But when the motherfuckers would start chasing them because they trying to get their black female back, and it just was forced and dragged once you get to the fucking ending, man. And you could see some flaws to once you get to the fucking ending. You heard me, but other than that, Wodies, man, this is a must motherfucking see type of movie. Excuse my stuttering. Ugh. But yeah, man, this is a must see movie, man. And is it for? I mean, as long as your kids don't repeat that in school, they can watch that at 8 or 9 years old. Parents, today's parents, man, need to stop pretending that. Stop trying to pretend like y'all offended because y'all came up watching filthy ass movies like that, and also in real life, most of y'all grandmas, which I had one RIP, and aunties. Most of y'all grandmas and aunties was cussing way worse than Joe. And y'all grew up stinking around watching these movies after they told you not to watch these movies. So it'll be hypocritical of us to not have our kids watch this shit. As long as you tell them, give them that talk, not to repeat that shit at school. So I trust if he's at that certain age where he's like 8 or 10 or 11, I let him watch a movie like that. It just don't. But I gotta skip that sex scene. I ain't gonna have my son watching no fucking sex scene now. But other than that, he just can't. I ain't gonna have repeat that shit in school. There's gotta be lines and boundaries that you can watch these movies. You can watch the movie. You can watch this rated R movie. Nigga, I've been watching rated R movies since I was 6 years old. My first movie theater experience was Bad Boys 2. That was my first rated R movie that I saw at the movie theaters with my cousin, you know. But yeah, other than that, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. It was like satisfying to me and all that until we got to that weak ass ending. Tyler Perry, you gotta do better when it comes to closing movies though. But other than that, it was good. This is his best movie ever since Acrimony and shit. But anyway, this is your boy Louisiana Chris, and I'm out. You heard me? Peace. Fuck with me. One. Peace.